All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Wednesday, May 29th, set today by Picaroon. Let's see what Picaroon has for us. Yogi breaks cane when spanked. It's deviancy. So is deviancy the definition? And of course, it's not necessarily what they want us to think. Some kind of sexual deviancy. It might just be a deviation from a path or something like that. I am wondering if spanked is an anagram indicator for cane, because it may have an A-N-C-E ending. But then what's yogi breaks? Maybe yogi is anagrammed, but that would only give us 8 letters. We would need one more. Oh, maybe it's a word for yogi. Rishi is coming up a lot recently. Does rishi break and then ants? Of course, it's deviancy might be an anagram of ITS. Maybe it's an IST ending and it's a type of a yogi, a spiritual leader. I don't think it's going to be Yogi Bear. All right, let's try some of these downs. In the main, one may use this item, roughly cutting bread. Well, there is a phrase in the main, I think meaning usually, but nobody uses that phrase anymore. So I think this is a cryptic way of saying it's something used at sea. The main can be the ocean. So it's something that's used at sea, roughly cutting bread. Maybe a word for roughly that goes inside. And of course, bread could be money as well as lovely, lovely bread. Something or, what else would you use at sea? Of course, I could be completely wrong. Anyway, let's try, not a good start today. Friend, without hesitation, getting boy's own. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure where the definition is. Somehow, boy's own. Hesitation is usually er, or and it's maybe without can mean outside, so maybe a word for friend that goes around er or um. But what is boy's own apart from a magazine that I presume has long gone out of circulation? All right, singer of song, inspiring an incredible energy. I think it's going to be a singer, 2 word, 2 names. And inspiring, we know, can mean 1 word going inside another. Incredible energy, could that just simply be an anagram of energy? Something green. Al Green. No. What's inhaled by Queen? Kings rolling a joint. Wow. So what's the definition? A joint, as in maybe a dive, there's an awful lot of words for just a 4-letter answer. What's inhaled? Smoke, air. No. Observer, getting excited, tweeting French word that comes up. I wonder if it could be an observer, something I. Tweeting is funny as wordplay. And then French word, of course, could be M-O-T. Oh, yeah, so the French for word is mo, but if it comes up, then you get a tom, and an observer would be a peeping tom. So how is the getting excited? Oh, maybe it's observer getting excited is the definition. Ah, yes, and tweeting as in a word, a little, or a noise a little bird makes could also be peeping, that chicks do. There we go. That is clever. So finally got one. Let's go back to the crosses. Back street in Paris, within it the French, and Swiss whiz. All right, well, here my secondary school French comes in handy, because I think a street in Paris is a rue, R-U-E, and that's going to go backwards, and within it we're going to put one of the French words for the, le or la. So I think the mathematician Euler was Swiss. So there's E-U-R and L-E inside it. All right. So funny that the first two I get are French related. Game to don legwear. This person's possibly returned for a fee. So I think we're going to put a word for a game inside of a word for legwear, sock or shoe. And who is returned for a fee? I suppose if somebody is kidnapped, a ransom, or what do you call? Oh, the hostage. Oh, the game is tag, and it goes inside hose, hosiery. All right. Basic textbooks, right to be adopted by 3, 5, and 13. All right, so a basic textbook, school book would be a primer. For some reason in the US it's pronounced a primer. I'm never sure why. But 3, 5, and 13 are prime numbers, and they adopt R, or take R for right inside. All right, relation of audiobook version of Zola novel. All right, I think it's going to be a Zola novel, and we're going to get a homophone of that audiobook version. That's clever. And it's going to mean relation. Now, we had Zola recently, and I did look up his works. J'accuse, of course, but yeah, I think I'm going to pause and look up Zola's novels. Can't think of one that... What even is a 5-letter relation? Niece? Of course, Zola novel might be a word for new in French, but nouveau, I don't think so. Let's see what Zola wrote. Well, one of his books is Nana, which is actually spelt the way we used to refer to my mother's mother, Nana, N-A-N-A. But I wonder if it's N-A-N-N-A. Is that another spelling for your grandmother, Nana? Well, let's go back here. Oh, I wonder if it could be fishing rod? Or is there something like a lashing, roughly cutting bread? Maybe. How about our friend without hesitation? Getting boy's own. No. Ooh. I can see a singer's name beginning A something A. Well, what singer is that? Oh, no, not seeing it. So I'll leave Nana in for now, but we'll come back. Refused or declined to smuggle dope from the East. I think refused is going to be the definition, because something from the East in an across clue means it may be written backwards. Is it going to be dope or a word for dope? EPOD. Refused. So I think it's going to be a word for declined is going to have this backwards dope inside it. Dope can also mean information, and another term for that is gen. I could see to refused might be something something negated, declined. Not thinking it. Let's try clumsily. Lost Ed Sheeran's CD, showing no emotion. So is it an anagram of, let's see, Ed Sheeran's CD, lost Ed Sheeran? Yeah, I think it's lost Ed Sheeran's CD. And it means showing no emotion. I think it's going to end in ED, like stone-faced or cold, maybe? Cold, not cold-shouldered. Cold something. I do like that. Okay, let's try this. I probably should have put in the ED at the end. That's a very long second part of the hyphenation. Cold heart, cold heart. Oh, maybe it's showing no emotion, and it's something cold-heartedness. Yes, I think that's it. 2 S's, yeah. 3 E's, yes, I think that's it. Oh, that's a nice one to get. We seem to have had quite a few 15-letter answers recently. London venue, millennials outside, with Dua Lipa playing. So I think it's going to be a London venue. I should know. Palladium? Yes. I can see we have an anagram of Dua Lipa. Oh, and I think the millennials outside is ML, which with Dua Lipa gives us the fodder for Palladium. All right, pick up £1,000 tip. I think it's going to be pick up, although it might be tip. There are 3 letters that can be used for 1,000, G for grand, K from science, or M from Roman numerals, We may have an L as well for pound. Maybe it ends in LM. Pick up. Oh, maybe it's a homophone for. Oh, and then of course there's the slang terms for different monetary amounts, a monkey and all of that. Oh, yeah. Let's go back to the downs. Get ticked off like a barrister or a judge. Well, with the letters we have, of course, in the British legal system, the barrister and the judge wear a wig. So I think it's be wigged. And I think if you're wigged, you're ticked off or annoyed. And I suppose be wigged is just get to that state. All right, Harry Styles, foxier than everyone else. Oh, that's a very good clue. Harry, we've seen before, can mean to anagram. And so an anagram of Styles could be slyest. All right, flipping, painful, love for Oedipus. So I think here it's just saying Oedipus would have used this word for love, and that is eros, which is sore or painful backwards. All right. Worked out base 3 in Asian location. I don't think it's referring to 3 down because that's going to be somebody's name. Maybe it is, but worked out could be an anagram, so maybe it's base plus that 6-letter name, and it's going to give us an Asian location. Yeah, maybe. What would that Asian location be? I wonder what the 3 is. No, not seeing it. Uninterested in big news for the Spencers in 1981. I wonder if 1981 is when Diana got engaged to Charles, and this is disengaged, meaning you're not interested, or dies engaged. That's clever. Some good ones today. Rash, son holds former pupil up, and senior ones. Ooh, I wonder if it could be head boys are senior pupils. And let's see how this is working. Well, son, I think, is the S. The former pupil is old boy, and I think rash is heady. I'm not sure about that. I mean, headstrong maybe was. I mean, I think there are other meanings of the word heady, but does that mean rash? I'm fairly confident in this, however, so I'll leave it for now. All right, a spoonerism. We haven't had one of those for a while. This prevents experiments with Spooner's ideal complexion. 4-3. So what is Spooner's ideal complexion? Oh, maybe something like best tan? Test ban, yes. That's clever. A test ban treaty would prevent experiments of a kind. Singer of a lot of rock as well as Gershwin. Ooh. Well, of course, the Gershwins, George and Ira. Yes, so I'm wondering if this ends in IRA, and the obvious singer would be Shakira. And so to rock can be to shake, so we have a lot of that word, and then Ira, Gershwin, Shakira. So who's got this other singer going to be? So there may be a little bit of a theme here. Maybe Guardian Compiler, welcomed by Lady Gaga. Oh, so I'm wondering, yeah, the compilers, the crossword setters refer to themselves as me or I. Gaga can mean mad, so I'm thinking an anagram of lady that welcomes I, and the Guardian is an example of a daily newspaper. All right, the last across, injured hip, need package of rare drug. I'm wondering if injured is going to be an anagram indicator. Hip and need are 7 letters. The package of rare could be the outer letters R and E. And then maybe all of that together can be anagrammed to give a drug. Oh, yes. Ephedrine, I think you have in those letters. I think that's right. All right, so our singer now. We have 2 letters in both the first and last name. Song could be, yes. Song, I thought of aria, and then of course I realized, and it's nice to see the Guardian crossword having, oops, let me undo that. Is there an undo button? I don't think so. But I was saying it's nice to see the Guardian using some more contemporary references. We still see names from the 50s and 60s and 70s. Some of them, of course, are timeless and still good, but some of them are a little dated. All right, so, oh yeah, I didn't finish looking at, so I think song is aria, inspiring Anne, maybe that just means, no, I'm not exactly sure where an incredible energy comes from. No, I think I'm going to have to rely on 15 squared to explain all of that to me, but I'm fairly confident. Pick up now 1000, so maybe that's just the G, and then a tip. It could be the tip of a spear, or it could be some advice. Pick up. Pick up could be to learn, could be physically to pick something up. Yeah, I'm not seeing that one. Oh, hold on, sorry, the A is not right. All right, let's go back to the downs then. We do have, so now we know it's Ariana plus base. That looks plausible. We've got a lot of A's. I don't think they're all going to come together. Ooh, Arabian Sea, I think. Yes. I think that is it. Oh, that's nice. Liked that one. All right. Shunning company using computers, I see, after trifling returns. I'm wondering if I see is the ending. We've seen before where you can have IC and without any other wording to indicate it needs to be, it's a homophone. It just, IC apparently can be shortened to IC, the letter C. I wonder if it could be shunning company using computers. I don't know who that would be, but it comes after trifling returns, so maybe a word for trifling goes backwards at the beginning. I can just think of we, but something like that. No. Females left reeling as life's a bitch in Hollywood. Okay, so I think the definition is a bitch as in a female dog in Hollywood. Wasn't Lassie sometimes played by a male dog? But anyway, the character is definitely a female dog. Left reeling as life's. I'm not sure how this wordplay is working. We do have as. Of course, female could be less. Left reeling as life's. I don't get that. Yeah, I'm not saying that one either, so that's another one we're going to have to work on, or C15 squared. All right, Barber's poignant adagio band played finally. Ooh, that's very good clue. Samuel Barber, boy, he really used that adagio, didn't he? I think it started in his string quartet, and then he wrote the adagio for strings, and I think he used it in some choral work as well. But, so I think, yes, so I think it's the final letters of poignant adagio band played, and we get Todd, and Sweeney Todd was the demon barber. So some good misdirection there. Note Banks periodically loath, and a very unusual spelling of loath, to give a bit of capital. Well, note banks could be the outer letters of note, N-E, and then we have the periodic letters of loath. Oh no, but we have an S, okay. So, but note banks periodically loath to give a Oh, I wonder if it's Soho, which is a bit of the London capital. Banks periodically. I think they might be just saying take the O and the H. The note is do, re, mi, fa, so, S-O, and it banks or surrounds that O-H we get from loath. All right. So this looks like is it a cup or a cap? In the main, one may use this item. Roughly, well, I realized it's cap because I thought a loaf, or sorry, bread could be a bap. And inside we have, let's see, roughly, yes, I think it's a bathing cap where you might use one when you go swimming in the sea. Of course, you can use a bathing cap in a swimming pool too. So within BAP, if that is the bread, we have A things C. Yes. So roughly is circa. That's what that C is standing for. And I think this item is a thing. Yes. All right. How about our friend? Ooh, some good letters there. Oh, I think your own could be personal. Friend is pal, which is without or outside. The hesitation is and boy is son. All right, that's a very tricky charade. And now our yogi breaks cane when spanked. Its deviancy. Yeah, I am thinking it's going to be an ant's aberrance is a deviancy, I suppose, aberrant behavior. So what's the yogi of all people? I'm very surprised to see this in the Guardian crossword. I would imagine most British people don't know about Yogi Berra, or maybe they heard about him years ago. Will they be able to drag his name out from their memory? The baseball player and manager known for his malaprops. So I think it's Berra, but it's broken because the A goes first. Oh, no, sorry. I think it's not. I think it's goes inside. So Berra is there and it goes inside the anagram of Cain. All right. Oof. But still, I think that's a tricky one. All right. What's inhaled by Queen Kings rolling a joint? I have no idea what this is. Other than a joint we've seen before, of course, can be a joint in the body. I wonder if it could be a knee. Yes, so it's a hidden clue with a reversal. So starting with the K in king and going backwards, you have knee. And so it's inhaled by or included in Queen Kings. Backwards, I suppose, is rolling. I don't know if rolling is a very strong reversal indicator. Maybe I'm misreading it, but anyway, I think that's it. Now, refused, I think it's abnegated. Not a very common word. So declined to, I think if something declined, it abated, and it has the gen backwards inside it. All right. Here's our shunning company. Oh my goodness. Something like exile, trifling returns, using computers. I mean, don't all companies use computers nowadays? All right, I think I'm going to have to resort to using wordplays.com, but at least it took me until my second last one before I had to resort to that, so that's not too bad. All right, I did use wordplays.com. There were not many words and some very unusual words, but eremitic is to do with a hermit, I should say, of or pertaining to an eremite, hermitical, living in solitude. And so the definition then is shunning company. So using computers, I see, trifling is mere, and that returns, computers is IT, and then IC, and again, I don't understand why. I suppose maybe I is simply I, and if you were spelling something for someone, you might write out SEE to give them the letter C, but it seems odd. Oh, so pick up £1,000 tip. Well, glean, but that's GLEAN. Pick up. Yeah, I'm going to have to use wordplays again. Oh, I just realized that with my grande mess, where I typed grande in the wrong place, I overwrote the N. Okay. So now maybe it is, yes, glean is to pick something up. G is 1,000. If something tips over, it's leaning. And so I'm happy with that. Let me just check. I didn't leave anything empty. All right, let's check all. Nothing dropped out. All right, let's head over to 15 squared and see if we can get those two explained. All right, today's blog is by Lunapick. Pickaroon, Lunapick, very similar. I wonder if it's the same person. Anyway, one for those who keep up with contemporary music. Oh yeah, so definitely. And then other musical. Yeah, Euler, Yogi Berra, I think is going to cause issues. Anyway, I think I understood all of the crosses. Of course, they have to explain who Yogi Berra was. Nana, yeah, nothing funny about that, but anyway. So then the downs, just aria inspires Anne, okay. And then incredible is grand plus E for energy. Oh, yes, of course. And then 20 down, females left, reeling, as life, or sorry, as life's is reeling or anagrammed, but the female left the F, or female left it. Okay. And then, yeah, just as I said, Lassie was always, oh, I didn't know it was always played by a male dog. All right. What's happened to the real picaroon? This was unusually loose. Oh yes, also questioning rash for heady. And whiz for Euler, yeah. Bap is bread. Oh, here's Jeff Down Under, yes. Never heard of Yogi Berra. So I'm sure there are quite a few people in that. So I sort of have the best of both worlds, having grown up in Ireland and now living in the US. I think I have general knowledge for both. All right, well, I did enjoy it, and yeah, it was a little slow to start with, but I don't think it was too difficult. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day today.